In modern society, it is easy to get caught up in false values and illusions that we do not realize. Do you ever feel like life is a game that you cannot win no matter how hard you try? Does the more you desire something, the harder it seems to be to achieve it? And do you feel like today's society is becoming more and more complex, making it difficult to distinguish between what is real and what is fake? If these questions resonate with you, today's video will help you solve the doubts in your mind. Let's explore the life strategies that the ancients pointed out and see how you can apply them to overcome the challenges of modern life. Be sure to watch this video until the end so you don't miss out on valuable lessons. Don't forget to save it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the Ancient Views channel to discover more interesting things together. Life is not as simple as it seems. To be successful, you not only need to be smart, but also have the ability to observe deeply, understand the hidden rules, and know how to do the opposite to protect yourself. Don't get lost in the illusions created by society, but learn to see and think independently. If you can overcome yourself, overcome your habits, complacency, and laziness, you will become one of the few who can live a truly free and successful life. If you find these ideas useful, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Let's reflect and change our way of life to get closer to true success. There is an invisible law in today's society. Words and actions sometimes contradict each other. For example, the more you show that you don't care about something, the more you care. The happier you feel, the calmer you have to appear, and the angrier you feel, the more indifferent you have to appear. This is not only reflected in people's words, but also in their actions in everyday life. So why is this the case? The answer may come from one of the basic laws of life. As society becomes more complex, people tend to hide their true feelings. This does not mean that they do not feel anything, but rather that they choose to maintain an outer shell to protect themselves from outside factors. In modern life, deception has become an indispensable part. Social media, advertising, and even everyday products and services are built on a beautiful image. Take Instagram, for example. Everyone wants to show off the most perfect photos. But few people know that behind that are hours of editing, careful selection, and even emotional deception. I want to share a story with you. A friend of mine, an entrepreneur, attended a large leadership conference. He said that during the conference, everyone was happy, enthusiastic, and successful. However, when I met him privately, some people admitted that they felt very stressed and worried about their jobs. This made me realize that society is covered by a layer of masks, and only those who are truly awake can see the true nature behind those shells. According to the ancients, in many situations, you need to deal with falsehood with your own falsehood. An example of this is in mathematics, where the rule that negative numbers multiply to make a positive number can be applied to real life. If you are being cheated by someone, you need to do the same, but with a smarter strategy to win. It is not always possible to be honest in a society full of deceit. Sometimes, to protect yourself, you need to know how to do the opposite. However, this does not mean that you have to deceive others. You can still do the right thing, but you need to know how to adjust and adapt to the situation. A classic example is in a business negotiation. If you are too honest and easy to persuade, you will be easily taken advantage of by the other party. However, if you control your emotions, do not rush, disclose all information, and know when to stick to your position, you will have a better chance of reaching a favorable agreement. In today's society, many things we see can be fake. From celebrity earnings to corporate figures to academic research papers, everything can be falsified. This is a reality we have to face. If you are not aware, you can easily get lost and become a target for scams. These are not new. Every day, we see misinformation and clever scam tactics. However, it is important to be able to analyze and see things clearly. Sometimes, the truth is not always easy to see, but you need to dig deep and look for signs of distortion. For example, when shopping online, I noticed that many products were advertised with fake compliments, which can easily deceive consumers. When I checked the reviews and compared the prices, I found that some of the products were just a bunch of fiction. This is a typical example of the hypocrisy in modern society. One of the golden rules that the ancients pointed out is one yin, one yang. That is, you must know how to reconcile and control both opposite sides of an issue. If you master this principle, you will achieve great success in handling all situations, from work to personal relationships. In modern life, especially when facing challenges in the office or business environment, this skill becomes extremely important. You cannot rely on kindness or straightforwardness alone. Instead, you need to know when to be flexible, when to be firm, and when to be quiet to handle situations effectively. A story from my personal experience is when I was involved in a large project. There were times when we were forced to compromise with our partners to achieve a common goal. But that doesn't mean we have to sacrifice all our core values. In fact, success sometimes lies in knowing when to be soft and when to be firm. Life isn't as simple as it seems. To be successful, you need not only to be smart, but also to be able to observe deeply, understand the hidden rules, and know how to do the opposite to protect yourself. Don't let yourself get lost in the illusions created by society, but learn to see and think independently. If you can overcome yourself, overcome habits, complacency, and laziness, you will become one of the few people who can live a truly free and successful life. If you find these ideas useful, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Let's reflect and change our way of life to get closer to true success. See you in the next videos.